Unfortunately, this David Niven interview was done at the end of his life. He had just done a film and was completely exhausted, even had trouble speaking, and I knew at the time there had to be a deeper physical problem for him. And it just so happened Robert Blake was on that same show.
Nice to see you, David. We missed you in France.
I know, by a whisker.
I know. But you got caught. You were delayed in the making of your movie.
I know.
And couldn't leave the location.
I made the great mistake of making a movie with my son as the producer.
And he made you late.
He's a fiend. He not only made me late, he's killed me. I can't speak anymore. We worked 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, for 9 weeks. And he came in under budget, and everybody thinks he's marvelous, and I can't speak.
Right. Well, you raised him wrong. Something you told him in his childhood
I know.
made him wanted to make you work hard. Did he get even with you?
I get even with him.
Who influenced you away from your family profoundly in your early life?
Well, this sounds very pompous, but a schoolmaster, when I went to another school, a good school, and he treated me like a human being, and I caught on that it wasn't necessary to go down with the others.
You're not a kid. You've been working all your life. You're in great shape. I just personally would like to know, have you lived your life? Are you into health food? Do you work out? Or do you drink? How has it come down to the fact that you're still cooking and everything is okay?
Well, I've lived it fairly well. I mean, I've taken care, I suppose. I spent 12 years of it in an army, which straightened me out. And I look after it. I mean, I don't want to go any quicker than I have to, if that's what you mean.
Do you work out every day? I mean, do you run or walk or tennis or have you paid attention to things?
I ski in the winter, if I possibly can. And
You
swim.
ski almost all winter, don't you? In
Well,
Switzerland?
yes, I do these days, yes. And swim.
You're
walk.
not into vitamins or health food. You just eat.
No, I don't take bottles of stuff, no. No, I don't. I eat good food and eat a lot. Drink a bit, drink wine.
It's just always been a controversy to me because some people will live healthy to 90. You know, Churchill and drink his brandy and do his thing, and then other people live a long, healthy life, but they do it with and you don't know. Is
It's called lack of guilt.
maybe it's your melon. Maybe it's just.
It is.
I'm terrified of advertisements because there's a sort of psychology of fear about advertising. Those dreadful fingers you have got, then those rings coming out.
You'll get such and such.
Steaming feet. All
You've never been known to have lived a quiet, early life, and there's no way you could have with Errol Flynn as a roommate.
No.
I remember meeting him early in my life, and I saw all those fabulous women who surrounded him. I mean, they must have just paraded through that house constantly, didn't they?
There was a certain amount of action there, yes.
Yeah.
But he was a fabulous character. I'm horrified that. Is there a law that
No.
allows people to write things about the dead when their children are still alive?
It's shocking.
I
I have to admit I read that book, and most of the time I laughed out loud through the book. Obviously someone just wanting to sell a book and thought, well, where can I get some good subject matter? So I think I'll go after Flynn. He's dead. And then wrote those ridiculous stories.
It's unbelievable. I mean, but think of his daughter's still alive. The son is still missing from Vietnam.
Right.
And I don't know.
It's awful.
It's awful.
It is. It's awful. I don't know. What can you do about it?
Well, not talk about it. Then they went by the book.
Right.
I'm afraid that's the awful thing, isn't it? We're doing what he wants now, talking about it.
No. Nobody pays attention.
No,
to
but a disgusting
Junk.
fool like that is never really going to be happy or fulfilled writing that kind of trash. So, to hell with him anyway.
Are the current stars interesting to you, David?
Yes.
You've chosen never to live here. You did for a short time.
25 years here.
Right, but I'm not now.
No, I live in Europe now.
But is there something about it here that is not interesting to you anymore?
No,
Turns you off?
absolutely
Or?
no, not for a second. It's the only place that's making movies, the only place that has great television, except one other country, I think. It's where it's at, to coin a phrase. And, I love it. It's bursting with activity and vitality. It must never go.
Mm-hmm. I think all of us are envious of the two places you choose to live. There might be two of the most glorious spots in the world, the south of France and Switzerland.
Well, I'm very spoiled. I earned money and spent it happily.
Good. Then nobody will be fighting over a will, right?
Absolutely. I'm not, they all know, and they're quite happy too.
Right. How are your days spent there? Writing?
Well, I don't know. Well, they seem to be busy all the time. And yes, I write, and for the last 10 years, I made one movie a year, and travel, and do some television occasionally. And
You seem to do one movie a year.
Yeah.
Is that by choice?
Yeah. Oh, yes. And that pays the tax people and
And everybody's happy, right?
Everybody's happy.
You chose to write a novel this time, which is a surprise, and congratulations on the reviews I have read.
Well, it's highly dangerous. I don't know what. I must be a masochist because it's hell to do writing, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose. It's...
And two autobiographical books are much easier. But this, it really was murder.
This is alone and writing right out of your head.
Absolutely. And I tried, excuse me, I tried to dictate into a machine. But the boredom of my voice when I played it back was so extreme, I had to stop that. Then I hired an old lady from the village to come in with the typewriter. And she hated the four-letter words, and she left. So then I got very...
You don't mean that four-letter words?
Not in that one, no. Then I got a beautiful American girl who's very bright, but she roared with laughter at everything I said. If I said good morning, she fell out of her chair. So she had to go.
Misleading.
Then I do it all like the children's notebooks with a paper.
When you write biographical, autobiographical, you know it's you. How do you settle on an area or a plot or subject matter when you decide to do a novel? How do you sort all that out and come to...
I don't know. I think everybody has a different method. In this one, I started by writing a short story about something that fascinated me, that I was sort of part of. And then it grew both ways. It went forward and backwards. And I decided it's rather like building a tiny little bit of a house and then adding wings and making a form and a shape and painting it and planting the flowers and selling it.
But you were a part of the original idea, the first
Yes, I
short
was
story.
a little part of the first idea.
There's some truth in the plot?
In the plot, no, none. It's a novel.
Totally something you created.
Yes.
Go slowly, come back quickly.
That was said to me last summer. I was in Hurricane Allen. I was in the West Indies, in Grenada. And I sheltered during a very unattractive few hours with the family, and they were enchanting. And when I left, the little black girl, this big, with nothing on except two plastic iridescent green bracelets. I said, well, goodbye to her, and she said, never say goodbye. Say, go slowly, come back quickly. And I loved it, so I thought I'd keep that.
That's terrific.
Are you hoping, David, or are you that interested in a movie sale?
I don't think it would. I don't know. It'd be very expensive. I wouldn't recommend it.
After it's finished and they deliver to you the book, are there great afterthoughts? Oh, why didn't I do this? Oh, why didn't I? Are you ever satisfied with the completed work?
Oh, no, never. And worse, when I finished it and sent it in to the publisher, he'd paid me for it anyway. It went. And I thought, that's marvelous. Now I can read somebody else's books. So I picked up Evelyn Waugh's diaries, and I read the first page, and it said he'd written to a writer called Henry Green and congratulated him. He said, you're writing so much better now, you've got rid of all the adverbs. And I went cold. I got out of bed, I went downstairs, got the dictionary to see what an adverb is. And mine's all adverbs.
David, I appreciate so much you're coming here, and I know you are absolutely exhausted. You're on the tour, you have finished that movie, that came in under budget but ran way over time, and you must be exhausted, but I want to recommend this and show the cover once again, because I know you have to be on your way.
Thank you
But
very
with
much.
my thanks, and you know the door here is wide open anytime you really feel good and want to come back and
Great.
talk for 5 hours. We'd love it.
Love it. Thank
You've
you
had a
very much.
fascinating life, and I've loved reading every word you've written. Thank you, David.
Thank you very much.